Hello, my name is Miguel, and I'll be doing a 24-hour recall for Nutrition 107 for Spring 2025. And this is my volunteer, and we will be beginning this recall. Hi, my name is Miguel.
Hi, my name's Sabrina.
Cool. We're going to be doing a 24-hour recall, so that means I'm going to find out what all foods you ate in the last 24 hours, and basically we're just going to figure out from this point. So first, we're going to begin with your first meal. So the past 24 hours, when was your first meal? And also to tell you, you don't have to hide any of the foods you have to say. There's no judgment here. And you can say clearly anything you've ate and anything that you miss, please do let me know. So starting off with your first meal, what time would that be at?
It wasn't really a meal, but around 8 a.m. I had a chai latte.
Okay.
Iced chai latte.
Around 8 a.m. Did you have anything else with that? Anything to eat at all?
No, I just had the drink.
Oh, okay. All right. So you'd consider this just a drink, a snack, not really a full meal?
Yeah, I would say it's a snack.
Understood. Okay. So your next meal or snack would have been at what time?
Around 10:30.
All right.
I would say this would be my breakfast. It was a carne asada burrito.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any drinks?
Oh, I had water with it.
Did you have any other sides or any?
No.
And that would be breakfast.
Yes, that would be my breakfast.
So moving on to your next thing that you've eaten, which would have been at what time?
I would say around 12 o'clock, 12:15-ish.
Okay.
I had a slice of chocolate cake.
Mm-hmm.
And this had some ice cream on it.
Okay.
French vanilla ice cream.
Okay. Did you have any toppings to the ice cream or?
There was some hot fudge on it as well.
Delicious. Did you have any drinks or anything?
Oh, I had some water with that also.
Okay, water. All right. What about the next time?
I would say maybe around 4.
Okay.
I had a boba drink. I think it was mango milk tea with some boba in it.
Did you have anything else to eat with this snack or?
No, that was all I had.
Okay. And your next meal?
I would say around 5:15, 5:30-ish.
Okay.
I had some green beans.
Okay.
I think there was garlic in there.
Okay. Did you have any drinks with that or any other sides that you ate with this food?
I had some water.
Okay, some water.
I know there was a couple of sauces.
Okay.
In the green beans as well.
We can go more into depth into that later.
Okay.
How about your next meal?
My next meal was around 6:45. I had some sushi, so I had salmon nigiri.
All right. Did you have anything else with the sushi?
I had some cucumber salad with that. I also had some shrimp tempura. And with ginger and soy sauce.
Okay. Did you have any other foods or any other additions to that you might have eaten?
Did I say I drink water?
No, you did not.
Okay,
so water.
I had some water.
So no other drinks other than the water?
No.
Okay. So did you have anything else after dinner?
Well, after dinner I did have some dessert. I had like a singular mochi, like the little...
Okay. How about your next meal after that?
I don't think I ate anything else after.
Nothing else after, say, dessert time?
No.
Okay. And no other drinks or no other...
I would say I probably had another cup or 2 of water.
And what time would you say that was around?
Around 9-ish, maybe.
Okay, 9. And then other than that, no other foods, no other fruits, maybe snacks that you've had?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. So now we'll be going over just portion sizing of your foods, starting from for breakfast, you said you had. Sorry, your first was a drink.
Yes, I had a chai latte.
Okay, you had an iced chai latte. And would you say it would fit into this 16-ounce cup or a 12-ounce cup?
I would say
Maybe more or less.
I would say it's this 12-ounce cup.
Say 12-ounce cup. Did you have anything special in the chai latte or anything to add?
No, I didn't add anything. I believe it was just iced. It was an iced chai latte.
Iced chai latte.
I do know there is milk in it,
Mhm.
but
Do you know what type of milk? Skim,
I think it's just whole milk. I don't
Just
do
whole
anything
milk?
special when I get.
whole milk. And did you prepare this yourself or did you buy this at a store?
I bought this at a store.
You bought this at a store. And what store would have that been at?
Starbucks.
Starbucks, okay. Okay, moving on to your next meal, which would have been your breakfast, which would have been a carne asada burrito.
Mhm.
Was this prepared at home or at a store?
It was at a store.
At a store, okay. Did you know the contents of the burrito?
I believe there was some beans in there.
Beans,
I think there was some cheese.
cheese.
I don't recall what else it was.
There was it was carne asada. Was there any meat in there? Just
Just a carne asada.
beef. And okay, so for the beans, would you say they were black beans, brown,
They were.
refried beans?
I would say refried beans.
Refried
They
beans?
were brown in color.
Did you know what cheese you would have used?
I do not know.
Okay, no cheese. And then just the beef. So, seeing how that it was store bought, you would say that. Oh, one more thing. Which tortilla was it? A flour, corn tortilla?
I think it was a flour tortilla.
By the size of, I have a cup container right here. Would you say the burrito would have been more or less than just a cup, maybe 2-3 cups worth of food?
I would say the burrito was about the same size as that 16
Oh, the 16-ounce container? Okay. Around 16 ounce. And understanding that, would you say there was enough beans to fit maybe 1 cup, a half cup, or a third cup, maybe less or more of this container?
I would say maybe half a cup of beans.
Half a cup. And I would ask the same question for the cheese.
Less than a third.
Less than a third, okay. And then same thing with the beef.
A beef would be at least a cup.
At least a cup, okay.
Maybe 2 cups.
Maybe 2 cups, okay. So, yeah, okay, good. 2 cups. So, and then you also had water around that time. You'd say, which 12 ounce or 16 ounce? 16 ounce would be around the same as a bottled water. So this would be a little less and this would be a little more.
I would say 16 ounce.
16 ounce of water. Okay. And then anything else other than the burrito and the water that you'd add to that meal? Or anything else you want to go over?
No, I didn't have anything else in that meal.
Okay, so moving on to your next would be a slice of chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream and some hot fudge.
Mm-hmm.
So about how much, considering this cup container, would you say of chocolate cakes or chocolate cake that you ate?
I would say maybe 1.5 cup.
I'd say 1.5 cup. And I would ask the same question for the vanilla ice cream.
The vanilla ice cream, I would say maybe. It was between a third and half a cup.
Okay, a third. And then same thing with the hot fudge. Would you say maybe the size of a teaspoon, tablespoon, half a tablespoon, or maybe considering cups?
I would say maybe a tablespoon.
A tablespoon? Okay. Was this chocolate cake homemade, or did
Yes,
you buy
it was
from a store? It was
homemade.
homemade. Was it off from a box, or would you say it was made with just scratch ingredients?
It was just scratch ingredients.
Scratch ingredients. Do you know what were the contents of the chocolate cake that were made?
Yeah, so there was some flour.
Some flour.
There was some cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder.
I think there's a little bit of water in there as well.
Water. Would you say, saying that you made this chocolate cake, would you give me a rough estimate of how much ingredients that you've used for the flour?
I would say maybe a cup.
A cup of flour. And the cocoa powder?
Another cup, I would say.
Okay, cup. And then water?
For water, maybe 2 cups of water.
2 cups of water. Okay. Cool. And for the vanilla ice cream, would you say you used French vanilla ice cream? Oh, French vanilla ice cream. Okay. French vanilla ice cream. And for the hot fudge, was that any sort of brand or?
It was store-bought. I think
Store-bought?
it was the Smucker's brand for hot fudge.
And then I see that you had water in this meal again. Would you say that was around 12 or 16 ounces? Or maybe more or less?
I would say I had probably 24 ounces of water because I had 2 cups of
2 cups? Okay.
2 cups of water.
24 ounces, 2 cups. So, nothing else. So, moving on to your next, which would have been a mango milk tea with boba. Would you say that was a little more, a little less than the 16 or 12 ounces?
I would say it was about the same as 16 ounces.
16 ounces. How much boba do you think, considering this cup or any of the measuring things that you see in front of you, would say went into your drink? Say half cup, a third cup, maybe more or less.
I would say a third cup.
A third cup. And then a mango milk tea. Was it store-bought?
Yes, it was
store-bought. So, store. Do you know what milk was used in any case?
I think it was whole milk.
Whole milk. And then any ideas what else went into the drink, or?
Besides the mango flavoring, I'm not too sure.
Okay. Let's stick with this. Okay. So, no other drinks drank or eaten at this time?
No.
Okay. So, around, say, 5:30, you say you had your next meal, which would have been green beans with garlic and some sauce and some water. So, considering, again, this cup, how much would you say green beans that you've eaten, more or less?
Probably about a cup.
A cup? Okay. Cup of green beans. And then you had garlic. Was this just a side of garlic, fried garlic?
I think it was fried garlic.
Fried garlic?
Just added in
Fried garlic.
green
Would you
beans.
say it was more or less than a cup, tablespoon, or half a teaspoon? Put these in front of you.
I would say half a tablespoon.
Half a tablespoon? Okay. And what sauces did you have?
It was a mixture of sauces.
It was a mixture of sauces.
So I think there's some sesame oil, some chili oil, some soy sauce. I know there's a little sugar, salt, and pepper.
Could you tell me how much sesame oil went into the sauce, per chance? Using a teaspoon, half tablespoon, or full tablespoon. This sauce was homemade, not store-bought?
Yes, it was homemade. So I would say maybe a tablespoon. Or I'm sorry, half a tablespoon.
Half a tablespoon. And then sesame oil, chili oil? Same question.
About half a tablespoon.
Tablespoon. Say soy sauce?
Maybe a full tablespoon or 2.
Okay. And then same thing with the sugar.
Maybe half a tablespoon.
And then you just season with salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was just a couple dashes or more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, and then water you also had with this meal.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say that's around 12, 16,
Around
more or less?
12.
Okay. Any other things that you ate or drank during this time?
No, it was just the green beans.
All right. So, your next meal would have been dinner time around 6:45 p.m. And that would have been the sushi, salmon nigiri, a cucumber salad, shrimp tempura, some short rib, and some water.
Mm-hmm.
So, starting with the salmon nigiri, I'm just guessing it's just a normal nigiri with the rice and the salmon on top.
Yes.
Did you have any wasabi or ginger?
I had some ginger.
You had some ginger? Okay. How much ginger do you think you would have had?
Probably 2 tablespoons.
And there was this fresh ginger or pickled
I
ginger?
think it was pickled ginger.
Okay. And then for the salmon nigiri, there is rice and salmon that you said.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that how much rice, considering this cup, would you say you consumed? Or if it was easier, how much per rice was on tablespoon, teaspoon, half tablespoon?
I'd say maybe 15 or 16 tablespoons.
16 tablespoons. So 16 portions, I'm guessing. 16 tablespoons. How much would you say salmon, considering the tablespoons or teaspoons, or would you say?
Maybe divide it in half, so maybe 8.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that you have with the salmon nigiri on top? Soy or any sauces?
Some soy sauce.
Some soy sauce? Okay. How much soy do you think you would have used?
Maybe like 10 teaspoons.
10 teaspoons. And then the cucumber salad would have been next.
Mm-hmm.
How much cucumber salad do you think you would have eaten, considering the spoons and the cup?
I'd say a little less than a cup of
A little less than a cup.
cucumber. I think it was like seasoned and it had some vinegar.
Okay. And this was store-bought or homemade?
This was store-bought.
Store-bought. And then it was seasoned with just salt and pepper, you would say?
I would say so. And there's a little seaweed on it.
And just a little bit of seaweed? How much seaweed do you think, would you say?
Like a teaspoon or 2.
Teaspoon. Okay. And your next thing would have been shrimp tempura.
Mm-hmm.
How much shrimp tempura do you think you would have consumed at this time? Maybe considering cup, or?
I had like two sticks of shrimp
Two
tempura.
sticks of shrimp tempura.
So maybe that's half a cup.
Okay. And then, did you have any sauce with that, or any?
Yeah, so it was like a citrusy ponzu type sauce.
How much sauce do you think you would have consumed, considering spoons or a cup?
About half a tablespoon.
And then, did you have anything else to add with the shrimp tempura?
No, I don't believe so.
And then your last item here would have been the short rib. Was this any specific type of cut or meat of short rib?
I had the short rib. It was maybe less than a third, or about a third a cup.
A third cup, okay. Third cup. Did it have any sauces or any dishes that you might have had with the short rib?
No, I think it was just grilled.
So, and this meal, you also said you had water. Would you say it's 12, 16 ounces, maybe more or less?
I'd say 16 ounces.
Say 16 ounces? Okay. Would you say you missed anything that you had to add in this meal? Anything
In
else?
that meal, no, probably not.
Okay. And then following around the same time you followed with dessert, And you said you had a singular mochi. Would you say that would be any of these?
It would be the size of this tablespoon.
Size of a tablespoon? Okay. And was this store-bought or homemade?
Store-bought.
Store-bought. Did this have any filling on the inside?
Yeah, the mochi, it was filled with matcha ice cream.
Matcha ice cream. And would you say this was dipped, rolled, or topped with anything at all?
I think there's like a little powdered sugar or flour on top of it, but that's pretty much it.
So it was just coated with powdered sugar? What would you say?
I think so.
Okay. And then finally, you said you had water around 9 p.m. Would you say 12, 16, more or less?
Probably half of a 12-ounce cup.
12 ounce. Okay. So, going over all of the things that you've eaten, I would say, did you forget any other foods? Some snacks maybe that you might have missed throughout the day?
I don't think so.
No other drinks swallowing throughout the night, or... Okay. So, in summary, that you had just a couple drinks, some snacks, and then around 3 complete meals to finish the day. So, that would conclude our recall.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.